Alrighty, what's good, Striker community? What's good, my hidden cloud Shinobi? The Raikage is coming at you boys with a quick secret technique video in the Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. I usually get a lot of people coming through asking questions about controllers, settings, button configurations, and all that good stuff. So I figured I'd just make a quick video just showing y'all a few things in the lobby, a few things about the settings, a few things about, about Shinobi Striker, a few hidden techniques people don't know about. So first up, we're going to be talking about just not doing anything to start a match or move around the place. I know as soon as y'all start the game, you want to run around, but you can instantly just push triangle, Y, or F on the keyboard to take yourself to any location without actually having to move. And I thought that was just a swift little secret tech that I just add in. If you didn't know, now you know. Now you can move around. But let's get into some actual settings. Yes sir, yes sir. So we got some game settings right here for you, my boys, and we're going to be talking about the display settings. These are my settings. This is the best PC setup. I don't know exactly how it should look on PlayStation, but I guarantee you want to be on 60 frames per second, and you're going to want to have that bloom off, shadow quality low, your drawing high quality. I guess that's just to keep it looking, at least decent. But your resolution, all of that, obviously at the highest of the max. And this just some quick display settings. Make sure your resolution scale is at 200 so that you can see everything on the battlefield, my boys. Now, let's talk about some sound settings. Yes, I have a real life, true secret sound setting. Now you got your bars, you got your volume bars here. But boys, there is a voice chat in Shinobi Striker, and it works. What you got to do is turn it on though. If you got your microphone off, you will not be able to hear your teammates. So if you want to play Striker with your team and y'all want to do some hidden secret technique jutsus, you got to turn the voice chat on and your microphone on so that you can hear everything. Also, if you want to switch your language to Japanese or English, this is where you do it. I like Japanese because I love the audio. Let's get it. For the big, meaty part, I know this is the part a lot of the people from my movement videos have been looking for. This is going to be the button configuration. Yes. But before we get into that, let's talk about the camera sensitivity. You're obviously gonna want to get the max sensitivity so that you can rotate the camera as fast as possible so you can see your opponents behind you and dodge before they get to you, my boys. Yes, sir. So this is going to be huge for movement and for all my movement players out there, or really just anybody playing on the default settings, anybody that's not comfortable with the game settings. This is where you change your game settings. So you could go in here, you could change any button to any action that they got. You can make it how you want it. You can set it up to how you like it. But this is my personal setup. I got certain buttons in certain locations because I do have back buttons on my controller, so it allows me to just map certain controls on the back buttons so that I can still use them and then substitute other default controls. So like I said, these are my settings. Maybe you put your secret technique on the analog button so that you can instantly cast it. It's absolutely insane. But you want to set it up to how you want to play and how it makes you feel comfortable. This is where you want to be. This is where you want to go. It's going to be in your button configurations. That's right. So when you see my movement guide videos and you're like, oh man, he's pushing this button and that and blah, blah, how is he pushing them at the same time? Like I said, I have a controller with back buttons, which allows me to map any action to the back button so that I could substitute the other button for other things. So let's get into a few things about the Tinten Shop that not really many people talk about. So instead of walking, we could just teleport over there, go into the purchase tab, And this is where you want to go down to the avatar parts, and you can buy hairstyles here. That's right. There is a reason to use Ryu in this game. You could just buy hairstyles. You know, they got the face paints. They got all the headbands. You know, some of these things you do need to go through and complete missions and get the missions done. But it's just a quick way to grab a few things if you don't have it and you're like, you know, oh, when is it gonna come back to the shop? It's not. You just go buy it. And also, if you want to remake your ninja, this is the remake seal right here. You just take that over to Sakura and you can remake that. And this is for all my other content creators and everybody who just want to make base game ninjutsu builds. This is where you get all the base game ninjutsus, substitutes, and ultimates. So if you just want to make a video and you're not sure of what the base game ninjutsus are, this is the list right here. And let's be real, man, they got a pretty decent selection of everything. So, you know, got the ultimates, got the substitutes. Go crazy, my boys. You now know what the base game ninjutsus and ultimates are. All right, and last but not least, I want to talk about you going in and doing the Shinobi boost. I just wanted to just give a shout out to two of my favorite Shinobi boost, or basically my favorite Shinobi boost for the top, the bottom, and also the accessory. And if you couldn't tell, you could buy weapons from Tinten and also costumes. So if you need costumes and all of that, you can get those things from Tinten Shop here too. If you're looking for your main village top or bottom, they're gonna have it right here in the Tinten Shop. Remember, complete those missions to unlock more and more. But now let's get into the Shinobi boost, the tops, the bottoms, and everything else, baby. The accessories. I'm talking about everything else, man. Let's get it. All right. All right, starting off with the top Shinobi boost here, y'all. Like I said, it was almost a tie between Splendor and Spark Explosion, but really it depends on the build, I think, that you're making. So I actually say Splendor is going to be better because I like to use my ninja tools for damage, and also I want my ninjutsus to cancel out the opponents. But Spark Explosion is also pretty darn good for the secret technique charge. Yeah, you're gonna need that. So, but I say Splendor is the best top Shinobi boost accessory. So that's the Raikage's opinion on that, my boys. Now let's really get to the bottom accessory really quick. Now for the bottom accessory, I went with Heavenly Cluster. Yep. Although it does reduce the recovery that you get from your ninjutsu, I think the max health increase and the substitution cooldown time, which also heals you after you sub, it's a better trade-off. So I don't think there's one better than that. And for the accessory, I wouldn't recommend anything too crazy for the accessory. If you really wanted to pick one, I say Lone Wolf Warrior, only because if you're not fighting in the pits, it'll give you that extra health. So I say this is the best one for accessories. But also, just using the temporary movement speed boost after you use a certain element, I think those are the best ones. So you're going to want to just pick one of these up, use an element, and rock out with the speed, boys. So that's pretty much it. I appreciate you if you watched the video this far, you made it this far. I love you. Also, there's one more secret technique for you boys. It is called liking this video. I greatly appreciate y'all, man. Please, consider subscribing to the channel so you never miss out on anything from the Raikage. Have a nice day. Much love. And get that button configuration set up so you can fully play Shinobi Striker and truly unlock yourself, man. It's been the Raikage, and I'm out, boys. Peace.